Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Let's talk about Ben for a minute. And Claire, because they're together and they're a package deal since they're in the same scene, so why not? So, Claire comes over and she's talking about the memorial and she's like, do you want to add any words or anything like that for the service? And Ben is like, yeah, I don't believe that she's dead. So she starts talking, and she's like, well, there's a possibility, this, that, and the third. And he's just like, yeah, I'm waiting to hear, from Hope. And so Hope is going over forensic evidence with Sean, and they found a bullet that matches Vincent's gun. And so they sort of believe his story, and at this point, they just jumped to the conclusion that Sierra's dead. And they start crying or whatever, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just looked at my phone because I'm just like, okay, so what, you found a bullet? Did you find a body? Did you find blood? Anything? No. So at this point, it still doesn't prove that she's dead, but this is just a story that they're going with, so why not? Also, I want to apologize for this video coming out so late. I had 2 root canals done, and my mouth was pretty numb earlier, so I didn't want to sit there and do a video with like half of my face just being all numbed up, because yeah, I told them to numb the hell out of me up in that dentist's office. So I'm actually starting to feel a lot better now, and wasn't really a lot of pain, it was just more numbness, but that's the reason why the video is coming out so late, so I apologize. With that being said, yeah, at this point, Sean goes over Ben's place and just kind of confirms Vincent's story with the bullet that they found. And, Claire's all like, well, with everything that's going on, we all just got to believe that Sierra's dead. And I'm like, no, we don't, but whatever. I'm sorry, halfway through, I kind of just tuned out because I was on my phone, because I'm like, yeah, I don't believe any of this, but I guess we're just going to stretch out the story because it's a soap opera, so why not? So, at this point, Ben just kind of wants to be left alone. Now, here's a confusing scene for you, because I didn't really understand it. So they pretty much leave Ben's place, and Ben is sitting down for a little bit, and then he gets up and he grabs his backpack, and then I could have swore he left. I'm not sure because I kind of took some pain medication, but I could have swore that he left and then came back, and then he pulled out the gun that he got from the police station, and at this point he's vowing revenge and it's gonna kill Vincent. But I could have swore, and I could be wrong, but I could have swore that he grabbed the backpack, and then he walked out, and then he walked back in, and then he took out the gun. And I just didn't really understand what that was about. But I could be wrong, because, again, was on medication, so, yeah. So, and it pretty much ends the scene at that point. Kristen walked into the police station and confessed, and despite Lonnie's pleas and Brady's pleas, she is standing firm on, confessing. Because here's the thing, she looked at it when she was sitting there talking to Brady, and I'm not going to lie, he was acting kind of like a man-child. I get that Brady is upset that she is confessing. He doesn't want to go to jail. He loves her. He doesn't want her to be separated from Rachel. I totally get that. But Kristen's like, I can't do that to Lonnie. I can't have her go to jail pretty much in my place. If I was to run or whatever. And Brady's like, well, maybe she'll just get a reduced sentence. You really want to take that chance of her being pregnant, going to jail. Not to mention the fact that she's a cop. Wow. I get that he loves her and everything like that, but I kind of saw it also as him just being really selfish. To practically, put Lonnie in that danger of going to jail, being a cop, and being pregnant. But even when Bella came in, and Bella was upset, because she's working hard or whatever to sit there and try to get the charges dropped, and to have her just confess is just like, well, I'm glad to know that my hard work just went to absolutely nothing, like no reason whatsoever. But I don't know. I give Kristen props because Lonnie has stuck in her neck out for her and can go to jail, could lose a marriage, could lose a career. I think the very least you can do is step up. So I give Kristen props for that. You got Eli catching up on Abe about everything, and I mean everything, about the whole trans situation, blackmailing, well, not blackmailing, but pretty much going after Lonnie, Lonnie's part in the whole helping Kristen escape, because he didn't know that, but now he pretty much knows everything, and I feel bad for Abe to some extent, because Lonnie caught both of them hugging. And Lonnie was like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with the tender moment, everything like that? Like, what's up? And, Abe made up some BS or whatever. And so now, you got Eli that's just continuing to lie to Lonnie. You got Abe lying by association. So when, everything comes out, both of them will be in the doghouse. Awesome. So Bella and Philip get into an argument because when Bella walked in, she walked in on Philip talking about he was going to kill someone. They go back and forth, and Manchild at this point blames Sean for him getting arrested. And, talking about how, he just has a personal vendetta against me for, our affair and everything. And, here's my thing about Bella. I felt like she should have had somebody else represent Philip. Given their history and how Sean would feel, I felt like... Because here's the thing. When Bella found out that Philip was arrested, she chose to take that case. This wasn't like some sort of like she was some sort of public defender or anything like that. Like, she chose to take that case. She could have just recommended anybody else to take that case, but she chose to do that. So I feel like the tension is partly on her, a little bit. But at this point, she was practically just gonna drop him, but him being a man-child and all, pretty much begged and pleaded her to, continue to take the case. And it comes to light that Philip is laundering money through Titan. So that's another reason why he wants Xander going. I'm just like... Just when I thought... It's like, just when I thought that this character couldn't get any lower. But now he's willing to risk the family business. And I don't know why, but he's willing to risk the family business because he's just so much of a lowlife. I don't know. I really don't like his character. I don't hate his character, but I just see him as a man-child. And that's just how... I don't know. 1 second. Yeah, that's just how I see this character. That's just a man-child. And I just feel like he's kind of a scumbag in a lot of ways. Other than that, I feel like not a lot else really happened. Not a lot else really happened. So I know a lot of people can consider this to be, somewhat of a boring episode. I thought it was an okay episode, just in general, but yeah, not a lot happened. So that's another reason why this review is so short. But again, I don't know if I said this before, but I want to apologize for this video coming out so late. But I had 2 root canals done. My mouth is numb, and so yeah. Also, I think the pain medication is starting to work because I'm starting to kind of feel it. So I'm hoping that this review came out okay. With that being said, yeah, I don't think I really missed anything. And if I did, I don't think it was probably that important. Except for the fact that Brady was kind of being selfish. Kristen was doing the right thing. Philip is even more of a scumbag. I felt like Bella should have probably not took his case. And they pretty much kind of caught Ben up. I mean, they pretty much kind of caught Abe up on everything as far as, you know, Lonnie's involvement with Kristen. And Ben is planning on killing Vincent, and pretty much they all think that Sierra's dead. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And yeah, also before I go, yeah, no, that's actually about it. So yes, well, my reviews towards General Hospital should be pretty interesting because this stuff is really starting to kick in. Be safe. Let me know what you think of this episode. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next review.